All right, let's see if we can get a sign here. And, well. And we are live. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another Reality Skewed Gamers lunch stream. We do this Monday through Friday at this time to hang out with you awesome, amazing folks and do stuff in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, the mobile game brought to you by Capital Games. I'm your man with the plan, Ranger J 1999, welcoming you in to another lunch stream where we just kind of hang out. We do stuff in the game. We talk about it every day at this time, and whatever events are going on, we'll do some mod depression, and we'll answer your questions. If you have a question, pop it into the chat. Make sure you put the word question for your actual question statement, and we will get that scooped up and answered. Pretty simple. Hit the thumbs up, subscribe. It's very important. If you'd like to support the channel, you can do super chats. You can do, if you'd like to really support the channel long term, if you like the content and everything we're doing, feel free to become a Patreon sponsor. $5 a month can really help everything that we're doing and accomplishing. That being said, there we go. That's all the riff-raff nonsense I have to get through. But welcome. Not a lot going on to the game today. What I do want to do today is, if you guys have any problems with Conquest, we have a day and an hour left. We'll get our Conquest rewards tomorrow. I did yesterday. I saved it from the weekend. I waited till yesterday to finish Conquest and got the max reward. So you can see there we have the max reward right there. So we'll get all this stuff tomorrow. If you, I do have my energy currently maxed. If you have any problems with any of the zones, you want to see a team in action, feel free to hit me up today while we're streaming, and we will get that done. That's my main focus, is to help you guys with Conquest. Today we are going to join GAC. I'll see if the GC Whisperer wants to look at anything before we go in. I've remodded, done everything I can. I wanted to wait till after rewards for TV to see if I can do anything before I go in, and I will go in there and join GAC. I always do that before the day before, and then we'll rock and roll. Me and Loki were on Heinz's stream last night for his birthday, and we were talking about Conquest as well. Had a really fun stream. If you want to go check that out, you can. Support our boy Heinz. And yeah, so get your questions in. If you have anything about Conquest, feel free. As you guys can see, I am just waiting for the TV rewards. And we will, I'm slowly getting ready to start making my move for Vader. I just have to relic these characters and stuff. I'm taking my time with it. It's fine. It's cool. It's totally cool. So yeah, if you guys have any problems or sectors that you guys are having problems with, hit me up in the chat today, and we will discuss Conquest. And I will be more than glad to demonstrate like a team that I use. There's many different options. There's a lot of good teams and suggestions from people out there and videos out there. I think we're all in this one together, trying to get through Conquest and trying to help people that want to get it done. I understand the time sink is unbelievable, and for a lot of you that it's just, you just don't have the time to commit. I was just overly disappointed by how much time I had to commit to this, to do this. The feats themselves are fine, except for the 14. You've heard my thoughts on this. I think the energy is a little skewed and needs to be fixed. I've given solutions for that as well. I like the data disk. I don't like the RNG with data disk. I think there's some more tweaking, a lot of heavy tweaking that needs to be done with Conquest. The biggest problem I have with it is just the time. I have the time. So for me to be upset about the time says something when I have plenty of time to do it. It's just, for people out there that are wanting to be competitive, and you've got to be competitive, guys. I mean, here's the thing about Conquest, is that if you want Lord Vader, and if you're getting Lord Vader like I am, you got to get Maul. I mean, Maul's a very important piece. I mean, Vader with the Empire and his ultimate can do very well. You go against Kenobi, you're going to get smoked. I'm sorry, Cat's going to take out the Royal Guard for using them in the beginning, and then you're basically in big trouble. So, it's one of those characters you got to work toward. This is like Kenobi's really great, but without Commander Ahsoka, it's not as good. So these Conquest characters and ships, because Razor Crest is very important for the Executor fleet. I mean, that ship is bonkers needed for that. So if you are, so that's why, you have to do Conquest if you're trying to stay competitive and trying to stay up with what the meta is and stuff. And a lot of people don't care, and I get it, and that's cool. You're going to slow farm it. Makes perfect sense. But even then, if you want to make that decision to go and try to get the box, it is a huge time sink. And it's crazy. It really is. And it's way too involved for as much stuff. Because yesterday I was like, you know, I could just see like yesterday for a lot of people they're trying to finish up Conquest, but also while I was doing Conquest this weekend and stuff, I've got TV going on. I gotta get TV done. I'm glad GAC wasn't this week because that would have been brutal. I mean, actually last week I did have GAC, so on top of the time that I was doing GACs and streaming and stuff, in between I'm trying to do my arena climb, do everything else, and then I'd have to go do Conquest. I mean, the thing I did is I did it during the lunch stream, but even once I got done with the lunch stream, that every night I was like, okay, let me go back in here and see what else I can do. And it was a lot. So, I mean, I understand your frustration with Conquest. I'm frustrated with Conquest. Yes, there are good things. Yes, there's some positive things, but I think the negatives just outweigh the good, and it's not a very popular game mode right now, and a lot of people are upset, and people have quit over this. I mean, I've seen a lot of people that I didn't expect to quit because of the time sink and everything else. They just said, okay, I can't do this anymore. This is too much, and I'm talking content creators. I'm talking huge krakens. It's a lot, and I was a little shocked by that. I was like, damn, okay, so. And to make changes in the game for CG it's hard. That's why they do 3 conquests and then they make changes. So we may have to go through, which I'm pretty 99.9% sure that we're going to have to do this 2 more times and just drill through it, get through it before major changes come in. They're not going to do anything major before then because it's hard. I mean, doing that is a hard gig where you have to change coding and software and all that stuff, and I get it. So, we'll just grind it out, guys. So let's get through this storm and we'll be fine. So I can see everybody's hanging out in the chat. I also give your greetings, guys, because you know me. I like to shout out everybody. I like to go through and say, hey, what's going on? And shout you out and say thank you for being here. So feel free to do that. Buzzsaw says, why quit until you hear CG's response reaction? Well, I think it's just you reach your breaking point. If the game is no longer fun and you're just, certain things can push people over the edge. I mean, we all have different points where something for us is like, okay, I'm walking away from this. You just reach that point of saturation, basically, Buzzsaw. They don't want to wait for CG's response. They are like, okay, if this is the direction you want to go, fine, I'm out. And maybe, and a lot of them, it could be, it's a time thing or the new Galactic Legends and the requirements. And they're just like, okay, I don't want to play this game anymore. They have their own reasons. I can't list the reasons why people want to leave. I can list out some of them, but in a general sense, but I can't tell you what's in someone's head. I mean, for example, I'll give you an example is, for just one of the many MMORPG games I played over the years, the Old Republic. I played the hell out of the Old Republic. I did everything. I did every single storyline. I had every character. I had all the gear. I'd done all the raids. I had PvP'd my ass to death. I got through all the story arcs, and I just reached a point where I would log in every day. I'm like, okay, what am I going to do? Well, I'm going to do the same raid over and over and over again. And the time and everything, I'm like, okay, I'm just not enjoying this anymore. And then I just hung it up. That was my reason. But everybody's going to have different reasons for why they want to quit. It could be that the geo requirements are just too much. It could be that to get Maul and to get everything that's going on with Conquest, whether it's time or the gameplay itself or how it plays out in the feats, they're just like, okay, this is too much for me. It could be a bunch of variety of reasons, and it's personal, and everybody's going to have a different answer to that question. Why did you quit the game? Well, I found it boring. Why did you quit the game? I didn't have enough time to commit to it. Why did you quit the game? It just became too much I just couldn't keep up. The cost was too much, and I just want to move on to something else. There's all kinds of reasons. But there's been a lot more people dropping off on the wayside here recently. I mean, we saw it in the GA Center with the competitors, and a lot of them that quit. It's like 4, 5, 6, something around that number. I know 4. I think it was 6, something along those lines. I'm like, damn. And these guys that actually, streamed it, and that's just the streamers. I'm not talking about other people I know that big time that have quit. So yeah, it's one of those things that when you're making a game mode, you have to really consider some of these things, and it's not easy. When you create a new game mode with like Conquest, I think they had the right idea in the beginning. Even the second round, was about where I thought it would be, and just needed a few more tweaks, but they went too far to the extreme, and it's pushed a lot of people away. Now, some people are just in the opposite boat. They love it. They love Conquest. They love the difficulty and everything like that, and I get it. So there's always two sides of a coin on an issue. So it's just a matter of your perspective, your paradigm, where you are with the game, things like that. So, but while you guys are giving your greetings, questions, and stuff, let's do the mod depression. And really, mod depression for me, there's nothing in the store. The only thing that I'm really doing right now, and I've got to do more of this, is we're getting 60 slicing materials. We'll get some more today with the events. We got the big crate tomorrow as well. So next couple days we'll be doing some good mod slicing. But I still want to just keep 60 mods. So what we've been doing is, because I noticed that if I can get these mods 60 and then sliced up, we can have a lot of 20 speed mods, because I have a buttload that are in that 15 to 19 range that have 3 or 4, and those, if those hit, baby, boy, I'm telling you, that's going to be some good stuff for my account. It's just going to help me tremendously. I mean, like, there's that one on Echo. If we can hit this speed once out of the next 2 pulls, I mean, I'd love to get speed twice, but I mean, realistically, that's not going to happen with our luck with rolls. But if I could just get 1 hit, I mean, that's going to push him into uber levels of speed. So let's see, where were we at? We were looking for all this. Okay, here we are. Who's the next one we're doing? So I'm trying to just do that as much as possible. Okay, we were on Hermit Yoda. It doesn't really matter. I just have to get mats here. So we'll use our energy for this. There we go. Wait till rewards and then we'll rock and roll. Now, for Lord Vader, I wanted to see what I got for rewards today. There's some raids and some other stuff. I've only have one really dinky piece left, and that's this piece here. I just need Cheddar Comlinks. Once that's done, I'll take him to 12, either today or tomorrow. We'll get him done. So the only thing I'll have left to do is to take these 3 bad batch to 5, and then start getting these guys, well, Padme to 8, but get these characters up to Relic. And that's just going to be me having to use all my energy toward farming these guys up. So we'll do that. I've got the Chirotex. That's not the issue. It's the other pieces that I have to get. So we'll be doing bunches of raids and stuff like that, and using crystals here and there to finish them off and get them relicked and get them squared away. So, all right, let's say hi to everybody. Let's see here. Dalton Miles is the first one here. Well, hello, Dalton. He says hello there. Hello there. JB United, well, he's excited today. Oh, somebody has some sugar. He's got, I see why. Ronaldo's Championship League debut is today. There you go. And he says, Dilly Dilly, hi Ranger. Yes, I know it's football, JB. I am not a heathen. Hermit Fulgrim's here. He says, hooty hoo, RSG. I'm looking for Tunes is the cat who can, since it's the driving cat, you mean, who can drive a car. He loves tacos. He drives around all over the town. Tunes is the driving cat. I remember that SNL skit. Foreigner says, hello there, skewers. Hello there. Glad to have you here. Makwa. Sear says, hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. Glad to have you here. Who else? Ark Gaming says, hey, skewers, what's going on, Ark? Glad to have you here. Says, congrats, Ranger, on getting the max crate. Thank you. I hope you get the best crate you can. As I said, if you guys have anything you wanted to see in Conquest today, put a question in there. Say, hey, I'm having a problem with this, or what's you do for this? As you guys try to finish this out, that's what we're going to try to do today. Dalton says, going to unlock Cat this Conquest. So happy about this. Nice. Yes, take her up to Relic 8. This young lady is dynamite. She's not just good with GMK. She is good in GR teams too. Man, she is unbelievable. You can see I've got mine rocking and rolling. What's the speed on this triangular? Oh, it's a 5. Okay. But yeah, I adore that character. So good, man. So congrats. Yeah, but get her to Relic 8. She is a Relic 8 that I recommend. She is absolutely destructive and so good, man. So good. Such a great tune. Dom Toretto says family. Yes, I saw that, Dom. Glad to have you here, my friend. Hope you're all right. Buzzle says, happy taco day. I'll take a hamburger. Oh, well, you don't have to eat tacos today. We just celebrate the eating of tacos. But, if you want a hamburger, then you eat a hamburger. It's totally cool. Psycho says, taco, ho, 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 delivering taco tidings to all today. Hey, hey, glad to see you here. Glad to have you here, Psycho. Art Gaming says, I just watched Zara's video earlier today, and you and him also already aired similar points. I agree that the latest Conquest was just too much. Yeah, I think the content creators are pretty much, whether it's me or Zareth or Heinze or anybody out there, we're kind of, you know, again, we don't just say negative stuff. I mean, I saw the video too. I think he makes some of the same points that I make, you know, and I think we're all on the same page when it comes to this stuff. You know, the energy has to be redone. The data discs are fine. I actually think the data discs are fun, but it's an RNG fest. And, you know, for instance, Heinze last night showed me that he got 3 purple. I got 1, and I know some people that didn't get any purple data disc. I mean, the change, I think, which I think is bad, and I think the solution is if you complete through sector 4 or 5, you should at least get 1 in each of those. It can be random, but at least give us 1 each there. You know, you can put that in the programming. You know, and then the randomness of the cards can make it to where, you know, me and Loki were talking about, he got certain types and I got certain types, and it can limit you on what you can do and stuff. So I think the RNG on cards is a thing. But energy cards, get rid of the 14, keep the rest of the feats the way they are, and I think Conquest will be fine. Ray Rock says, good 2 for Tuesday morning, Picklers. Well, hey, Ray Rock, glad to have you here. Welcome aboard. Psycho Jump says, I gave a try for box 5 yesterday. Not worth hundreds more crystals for the jump at the level with only 48 hours left. No, I agree. I mean, if you did the 350s each day, I mean, that's going to come out to like 1,400 crystals over the, you know, for the event. You know, so roughly around there. I'm just going to say if you did it for like 10 days or something, or like 14 days, you know, if you did it for 2 weeks straight, trying to defeat this. It's between 1,000 and 1,400 crystals, you know, depending on how much you spend. And, you know, if you go really hardcore into it, you're going to do those 100 refreshes, and, you know, it gets a little pricey. Now for me, as I said, this does not affect me. I have plenty of crystals incoming. I get 1 in fleet, 1 in arena, so I get plenty of crystal income coming in. That's not the issue. The issue is, you know, for me, it's just the time. I mean, goodness gracious, the time for me was kind of eye-opening. Like, damn, this is really involved. And I kind of went on a little rant on the Wednesday night stream last week, because I was like, this is ridiculous. I mean, this is bad, and I was not happy. Psycho Jump says, even if you have a 75% success rate with a squad because it's actually a challenge, that's still 4 wasted battles getting 14 wins. Yeah, that's the other thing too, is that I think if you go into a battle and you lose, you don't lose any stamina or energy. I'm sorry, because if you're going to make it that difficult, I mean, that's so crazy, especially with the way you have energy now. Now, if you change energy back to where it's like on a normal energy refresh, you know, cycle, you give us like a 45 each day, I'm like, okay, yeah, you can take some hits on that. But when it's only like, you know, if you lose, I mean, it really hampers you a little bit. I hate it. I don't like that. Go Cubs says, I'm more concerned that hey, Go Cubs, fellow content creator. Go Cubs, go. Hey, Chicago, what do you say? The Cubs are gonna win today. It says, I'm more concerned that with the harder conquest, we will hurt engagement of this 2 to 5 million range, the future of the game. If their guild can't do rank or conquest is their only hope for Relic 8 mats. Yeah, but I think that underlies a bigger issue there, Go Cubs, that we need to get. My biggest thing is, like, you know, there has to be other places for low million GP players to get just a few, even if it's at a time, Relic 8s. But I think the bigger issue is gear, just period. And I think gear 8 through 12, left side 12 should be just in mass quantities everywhere. Just like the lower tier gear, you take someone from 1 to 7, you've got buttloads of that gear. You know, they need to up the amount that we get for that. You're still going to be able to make your profits from right side and relic pieces, CG. So just do it. Just do it. Let's see here. Bustle says, if my friends quit on me because of any big mistake I made, I wouldn't have any friends. I despise Conquest and have been quite vocal about it, but my hope is that CG will make amends and do better. Yeah. But I mean, again, this is a game. This is a hobby. This is entertainment, right? So it's not so much about, you know, you just, like, it's like me for anime. I give every anime a shot that I start. I will watch 3 to 5 episodes. If it hasn't hooked me by a certain point, then I just drop it. You know, it's like, okay, I don't find the characters fascinating. I find this boring. It's not entertaining. You know, But if something hooks me, I go all in and I stay with it till I either finish it or whatnot. But a game's a little bit different. It's an infinite thing until it either you quit or the game quits. Right? The game just stops being made. So, we've all had those cycles. Or you beat it. There's certain games that you do beat. But then, Final Fantasy, you go in like, I'm going to do some of these feats, and you go and spend tons of hours on it. But there's different points and the points that you reach with games. OGD says hello and good luck with mods. Yeah, well, I'm just doing 6E, so no heavy. I looked in the store, there was nothing there, so I'm like, okay, there's nothing there to roll, so we'll wait till the top of the hour and then I'll try to do some heavier mod depression if we get some mods to roll. You know me, I'll buy them. That's what I do. Nev! Oh, there's the Nev. Says, hello, Governor. Hello, Governor. Oh, you doing there? Oh, you having a good day? My fellow co-host of the GA Center, which you can find on the Escape Podcast. Glad to have you here. Perron is here. Says, hello, everyone. Hello there. Federico Bongiorno, my friends, says, good morning. Good morning to you. Slash Red Rose with a good morrow. Good morrow, my friend. Top of the morning to you. Hashtagger says, morning, and hit that like button, y'all. Damn right. Thank you, Hashtagger. Oh, before I continue on, Loki sent me a Magic the Gathering, the deck. It's behind me. I'm not going to pull it out, but he got me a deck so I can start doing Magic the Gathering. And then I realized Loki's like, yeah, you need 2 more things. And I put them on the Amazon wish list. I've got the you have to have a certain box to keep your cards in. And then you got to have a playmat. So I put a Star Wars playmat on the Amazon wish list. So, if anybody wants to hook old Ranger up. Feel free. Parents, it's just 3 more Night Sister battles for Red Crate. Oh, you go get them, Perrin. Very nice. That's what I like to hear. General Milan, good morning and good afternoon, wherever you may be. Welcome. It says, good morning, Ranger and chat. Hey, what's going on? Gaffy says, oh, and dilly, Gaffy. Did I miss your greeting somewhere? Usually I see pickles flying out everywhere. No, I didn't. Just good old Gappy saying, oh, dilly, my friend. XS says, cat works the same at Relic 5. Nah, Relic 8. I just think, yeah, for me and my level of GAC, yeah, I want that Relic 8 cat. Boy, it makes a difference, especially when she's just doing her normal stuff. Having those extra stats do make a difference, especially in arenas and things. General Milan says, what's the best restaurant chain for tacos? It's a great question. I mean, of course, there's always Taco Bell. There's a lot of fast food places. Taco John's is another one I know is popular for tacos. I usually get tacos from a restaurant here called Acapulco, and they have excellent tacos and just really good Mexican food. The only reason we love going there is because, my step family, my familia, were Hispanic, Mexican, from Houston, and I grew up with mole and other stuff like that. So when I eat mole, if it's not even close, then I'm not even interested. But this place makes it exactly how my dad used to make it, and the way they do their other stuff, it's exactly how my dad used to make it. So I always, if I get Mexican food, I get it from there, and it's perfect. I love me some mole from there. And their tacos are great too, so I always get tacos from there. And they get that really hot salsa. Oh, so good. It makes me sweat. Exo says, I got 0 purple. Yeah, I understand that. Plagued Heart, he says, morning all. Morning Plague says, I have to say that even though I joined SWGOH for the Star Wars, I definitely stay because of the community. I mean, that's such a true statement. The reason I do what I do, guys, is because of you guys. It's tough sometimes as a streamer because, I've fully committed to this for now. It's because I enjoy hanging out with you guys. I enjoy the community. I enjoy interacting with you guys and gals, and just hanging out and talking to SWGOH and helping you guys and getting to know you guys and the stuff we do for charity and things of that nature. It's I really, really enjoy it, and I think the community is one of the best communities. You guys proved that with what we did for Mini, the stuff you guys have done for us with the ACS over the years. So, yeah, tip of the cap to all of you. What else? 23. Well, man says happy Taco Hump Day. Happy high TB stars to everyone. Yeah. I think we're only going to get like 28, I believe, 27, 28. We had a person or two that couldn't get into TB there just because of stuff that's happening. And so it's really killed us with some of our stuff. And, but that's what happens, you know. But, you know, we got 34 cam shards, I believe, so we're being steady on that. We're trying to get some more people to get more. I'm 16 away from cam, so next light side TB, I will get my cam finally done. So that's going to be nice to get him involved with my account. So I've been waiting for that. Hawthorne says, agreed. No need for relegate. Relegates are bad for matchmaking. Not for me. I want to relegate Ahsoka. Are you kidding me? I think you do make a good point, depending on which division you're at and what level your GP is. For me, Division 2, I need the heavy hitters. I need heavy hitting, certain teams or certain characters heavy hitting because I just need that. But I can see if you're a much lower GP, maybe you only take her to Relic 5. I'm okay with that. But for me, Division 2, shit. Are you kidding me? No way. And I'm about to be Division 1. You bet your sweet ass I need to relegate Ahsoka. I mean, besides that, I mean, I already know my first Relic 9 is going to be the Executor. I already know Piet's going to Relic 9. He's going to be my first one. No hands. There's no ifs, ands, and buts about it. No hesitation on that statement whatsoever. And then it's all going to be the GLs. And then by that time, I'm going to have Maul and Vader and Cam, and those guys are going to go relegate Relic 9. But for me, I think Cat at my GP and where I am and what I'm facing, it's important to have a Cat at that level. But my matchmaking is where I like it. But then again, I'm very efficient. It also depends on where you are with your count too, how efficient you have been. Some people are not very efficient, and I get matched up with them all the time, and it's a mismatch. Even though we have 4 GLs, I have all my stuff lean and mean, and they don't. They just have all these Relic 7s sitting there. It's like, what else in 3 says going to get the second highest crate, and then I'll just have to do. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, what else in 3, but you know what? You're getting something. I wish you were getting higher. So, all right. Who else? This is Slash Van Rose says my Relic 8s were reserved purely toward GL requirements. I agree. Yeah. Jason Krublik says hello, Ranger. Well, hey, what's going on, Jason? He says, question: can you rank the GLs from 1 to 6, please? Yeah, I can. I think tied at the top once Maul comes out will be Kenobi and Vader. For me, those two are kind of will be on even playing field. It'll come down to mods and stuff like that. But yeah, I think Kenobi, Vader, you can make an argument that they're the top ones. I would say Kenobi ahead of Vader in one sense is because Kenobi in raids is just ridiculous. He is redonkulous. He can clear. He can one shot. I was just dicking around the other day and the Sith raid, and I was trying something else out differently, and I still got like 100 million. So that was just me not even giving a shit, and he scored that, or 90 million, whatever I got. I was just having fun trying some stuff out. But it's easy when you have a Kenobi. So I would actually, you know what? I'll put Kenobi ahead of Anakin for that, Lord Vader, for that reason, because Kenobi is just so good. Now, Lord Vader is going to be disgusting, especially with Maul. He is going to be so ridiculously good. Not as good in the raids. Will still do quite well, don't worry, folks. Because once he gets ramped up, he's going to put out some damage. He just doesn't have the survivability because the team is about getting hurt, losing health, that kind of things. In raids, that's just not conducive to being successful. After that, it's up for debate. I mean, it's hard not to say SLKR because, again, earlier GL that you can get that is really good, and especially if you're lower GP. If you do get SLKR, you can clear the raids, you can get high scores. You super good in GAC, super good in a lot of areas, especially on offense. So I'd say SLKR. Then after that, I would say Rey would be my number 4 because I have seen the results. Again, she's not very good in raids. She can do some good stuff. You can get some good scores with her. Outstanding in Lightside TB. I just 4-4'd her yesterday in phase 4. she is the queen of GAC. She is so effing good. I mean, her results in 3v3 and 5v5 for me have just given people headaches because a lot of people don't have Ray. They go against my Ray, and she is totally locked in to hit hard and make your life absolutely suck, especially if you have C. It forces you to do so much stuff. I think she is absolutely amazing. After that, I would say Palpatine would be the number 5. He's so good for arena climb. He's really good on offense if you can get him modded correctly. I would say C. And then Luke is the last one. Luke can do a lot of things, but I mean, he's just that one GL that's just like, okay, he's not really great in raids. You can use him on offense to clear raids and some other things. I mean, he's got his uses. His ultimate takes forever to get to. You have to have the certain team. You have to go with like the all-star team to use him. Like Ray, you don't. You don't have to use the all-star team with Ray or Palpatine to be effective. He's great in arena because you can beat Kenobi's with Luke right now. But I would think Luke's my last slot if I was going to rank him. So that's just my perspective. I'm sure everybody has different ideas on it, but let's see. Lord Megatron, the Decepticons are here. Welcome. Gaffy says mod depression where Swevens roam and defense is king. Mod depression. Battle Ranger J 1999. Thank you, Gav P. Ghost Strike says, hey everyone, what's going on, Ghost? Gokust says, what's your plan for Vader this season? Trying to decide if an old school EP fast Vader on defense would catch someone off guard. It could. If they got Kenobi, I mean, if I see that on defense, I'm just gonna be like, Kenobi, go get him. And then I'll just keep Kenobi. And if they put that down, I'm gonna be like, yeah. Because Vader, even with Maul, can still get his butt whipped by Kenobi, depending on the speed of the characters. But yeah, that's actually a pretty good defensive plan. If they don't have Kenobi, yeah, I would do that. It's going to get people fits. I like your plan there. Hashtagger says, never get tacos from a chain if you don't have to. Look for bars. I'm on the windows and Mexican grandmas in the kitchen. Yeah, there you go. Plagued Heart says, Hash is speaking the truth. Yes, he is. If they fry the corn tortilla, you have a real taco. True. Lee Book is here with a thumbs up. Hey, what's going on, buddy? Here. What else in the 3 says, if you weren't here to entertain us, the game wouldn't be nearly as fun. Well, I'm glad I do break it a little bit fun with my pain and suffering through mods and everything else. Kane77, my man, says, sup, y'all? What's up, Kane? Hope everything's good with you, brother. You know what I mean. Elsie's here as well. He says, anyone ever tried Taco Birria? Maybe it's a California thing. I think it might be. I've never heard of them. But there's a lot of places like that. Kane says, I want some pork. Screen just... Caramatas, tacos, and a cold Mexican beer. Hey, that works. Let's see here. The engineer. Hey, the train engineer's here. He says, choo choo. Hey, the engineer says, hello, Ranger. If you play an hour a day for Conquest, by the end of the 3rd, you will have played a full work week without getting paid. Instead, you have to pay for it. That's true. What else in the 3 questions says, did you notice an effort of Relic 8 ARC Trooper on the camp? Did you notice an effect of Relic 8 ARC Trooper in the camp mission? I almost cleared it with all 5 left. Django one shot at the last minute, but still easily beat it. Yeah, I mean, they still killed my 5s, but at that point, I did take Echo to 7 and ARC to 8, and yeah, it was easy. It was easy. I mean, the pain, especially if you get sacrificed, I mean, they will start putting the pain down, especially if you got the mods on them. No diff whatsoever. Let's see here. Kane says Hispanic Heritage Month starts tomorrow, so it's good food all month. Hell yeah, we'll see some good food. Kane says I'm married into a Trinidad family. I eat the best Caribbean food. Yeah, Caribbean food's really good too. Dalton says, question, what teams did you use to get feats for Sector 4 and 5? I stopped playing after I got the 5th box, but don't have Mandalorian Geos or Bad Batch that well geared. Unfortunately, that's the teams I had to do for some of those. So let's go into Conquest and talk about Sector 4 and 5. So some of the feats for the teams. So I didn't finish the smugglers. I didn't need to. But this team I was using with Kira Lead with, I think it was Han, Chewie. I think I did Vet Han I can't remember the other one. I think it might have been Nest. No, it was Smuggler. So I used a team like that, but if I had to, I would have done it. And you could also knock out the Stagger with that as well. Now, for the Stagger one, I did Imperial Troopers. Mandalorians, interesting. So for the Mandalorian team, we talked about this on Heinze. We talked about it here numerous times. Even I went Traya lead, and she's only gear 12, but you just find a nice Geo node like this. So if we go, I'll put the team that I used so you guys can know moving forward. So if you go Traya with the Mandos, right? So and there's a couple I picked for certain reasons. Definitely want Jango. I want Beskar Mando. You can go the Mandalorian, and it doesn't really matter. I go armor. You could go Bo-Katan instead of Mandalorian. It doesn't really matter. But I went with this team. So I went in. This is a trick. You got to get kills with the Mandalorians. So Trey is going to allow you to do that. Then they probably go first. That's fine. They're going to go after the Mandalorian. As soon as they do, whichever target they do, you use your ability with BAM. Put that on him. They can hit them all you want, and then you're fine. I'm going to put this on Jango because we've got 3 ingots for starting off the bat. I want him to hit hard. I don't want to kill. I am going to try to kill him, but that's fine. I'm going to wait. Now they're going to try to see. They're already killing themselves, which is fine. You don't want to do any attacks with Traya. What you want to do with her is you just want to isolate. You can put that on Jango if you want. It doesn't really matter. They're still killing themselves. Even if you get lower stamina, this still works. And then start just killing them. Well, not unless they dodge. Yeah. It's fine. He's dead. Jango's going to take a turn here, and then it doesn't really matter. I just want to get the kills because there's a kill. We'll just do Whistling Burst because we can now watch us burn. Done. And that way I just got 6 kills right there. If you happen to kill the Brute, you can get 7, sometimes 8, depending on how it works out. But that one was the one I did to knock that one out. Evasion, now the evasion up 20 times, that's easy. That's just, you guys know how to do that. Now, evade at least 100 attacks in your battles you won. Now, the team that I use for that, and you can use Geos, you can use Imperial Troopers, whoever attacks a lot. It's really, when you go in there, it's real simple. It's GL Ray with JTR. What am I doing? It's not Jedi, it's Resistance. JTR, and then Watt. The reason you want to use this team for the evasion feat is because you put tank tech on JTR. You're just going to, and then you put the med pack on Ray. And then all you're going to do is you're just going to lifeblood JTR. And because of her mastery, she's going to just get to the point where she can't dodge. So you're going to evade a bunch of times. This is the team that I use. You can actually almost knock it out in 1 turn, maybe 2. You'll have that feat done. Now the other one, of course, is just, you go in a team with Jedi, whether it's Jedi Master Luke, Jedi Luke. With Yoda, you just constantly sending Yoda over so he's getting his turn. And then every time he does his buff up, you get evasion. So that's another way to do it as well. It takes a little bit longer to do it that way, but that's another team that you can do. And now for Sector 5, we did do the Geo feat. I have only 3 Geos that are relic, but you want to attack this one here, this Phoenix team. And you use your Geonosian team, and you can knock it out. They'll be able to beat that. The other feats, Days, again, is... there's a lot of teams that do Days. I mean, Bad Batch does it. I mean, Gas 501st, Gas will do Days. You just have to tempt it 40 times. So any of those teams will work. Defeat 100 enemies is self-explanatory. Death Mark is basically... Yeah, it was... Death Trooper. Bad Batch is Bad Batch. There's nothing you can do about it. And then same thing. Now you can have one Bad Batch, just like in Sector 1 where you have to defeat 40 units with like Phoenix. My Phoenix sucked, but I have a really good Ezra. And I just called Ezra a bunch of times while I was doing other feats to get that feat done. So, just constantly sending Ezra in to get the kills. So if you can get 5, it's a stamina hog, but it is what it is. You can if you have 1 or 2 of them really good, you can go in there and use that. I did that with a lot of these ones if I didn't have the full team. Put them on other teams and just make sure you, like if you're on the Jedi Master Luke team, you're just constantly calling Ezra to kill every single one of them. Then the full battle of Geonosians is what it is. So those are some of the teams. Kenobi, I mean, this battle here, I beat this with 2 different teams, and I had my own Kenobi team, took care of it. I also used the Arena Jedi Master Luke Gas Jedi Luke team that you see people using Arena to beat this as well. It can be done. So, yeah, we knocked out all these feats as well. So Sector 5 is something that you really want to knock out as much as you can, because you get a lot of points for this one. This is a high level where you're going to get a lot of your points. So, but yeah, I hope that answers some of your questions here. The Freeman says, I'm trying to figure out how to make a business completing Conquest for people. Hey, I'll take on a few clients, man. King says, carnitas. Carnitas. Hawthorne says, I was thinking the same thing, Freeman. I've finished both my accounts and I'm thirsty for more Conquest. Good side gig if someone wants to pay to get it done. Hey, you got all the more power to you. I ain't got time for that. You didn't get a Geo section in Sector 4. I got it in, yeah, so that's the other thing I don't, the teams that are so randomized. Yeah, I got you. All right, I'm just going to check mods real quick because, well, no, we're going to wait for the box. See if we can do any more slicing before we do anything. And then I'll join JC. We should get our rewards at the top of the hour. It was really random, like the teams that you could get and who you can face. So, you know, some talked about Tuscans, and you can see the path I had to take because it was usually like GR or this team. I mean, Bounty Hunters, Imperial Troopers. I mean, I got Geos there, so I went for them. The Bad Batch was there a lot. You can see Bounty Hunters, Night Sisters. Anytime I saw a Night Sister node, I got it. Although they got rid of zombies, so it's not as effective. But Geos definitely. I'd go in with the Geo and clear just so I could use it for later on. I think Tuscans, I only saw it in Sector 5, if I'm not mistaken. So it was one of the sectors. I barely saw Tuscans anywhere. Phoenix, had to do that one. Night Sisters, that team, more Night Sisters. Grievous, there they are. I found this team here. So you can use this to knock out some feats. You just go attack the Tuscans. But yeah. Hey, Jay Argonaut says, hey, Ranger, a bit late checking today. Hey, it's all right, brother. You're here, and that's all that matters. Mon Mothma works well if you didn't get Geos. On my own, I didn't get either, so I had to do it with versus Troopers. That was a bit tougher, but worked. Yeah, you can. Sector 5 is a bitch. It really is. But it's high risk, high reward. My Mon Mothma team's just not ready, but I can't invest the rest to get the rest of the Mon Mothma team up. I mean, Mon Mothma and Kara and a couple are good, but I don't have the like POW and stuff are not ready to, which is going to be something I'll work on afterwards after I get Lord Vader. We'll get Lord Vader. I probably will get Palpatine after that because I only need like what three or more characters or something like that to finish Palpatine off. So I want Royal Guard for Lord Vader anyway, so I'm going to relic him anyway, so it makes sense to do it anyway. So we'll probably get C as well. I'll still be in Division 2. So we'll yeah. And if I'm going to go to Division 1, we'll have Palpatine and everything squared away. That'll be a lot of fun. All right. But yeah, I got to get this one done first. You can see I put a Meg up there. I need to start farming her with the dailies. Yee. So I'll do that when I get my changeover here. But yeah, Lord Vader. Then maybe we'll get Palpatine. But I think the Rebel Fleet's something I'm going to work on next. I already told Thane that's what we're going to do. So. All right, so any more Conquest stuff, feel free to fire that in here, guys. Team strategies, things of that nature. I'm more than glad to help you guys out. If you need to see a strat or a team or anything like that. But I think moving forward, I think my strategy is going to be I'm going to use the 3-100s too. I'll build up my energy, max it out the day before. I use some crystal refreshes so I have a good head start, and just blow through sector 1, 2, and 3. The next day just blow through sector 4 and 5, and then have all the data disks that I can and stuff that I need, and then go through and kill this. Gaffy question: What was this Mon Mothma team peeps were using in Conquest? What is the lineup and variations, and what teams were peeps using it against? Oh, and to get which feats? I don't know. I did not have a Mon Mothma team to really use. What gear is my Trey? It's gear 12. For me, Treya for me is just gear 12. I just used it for the Mando feat. You only need her gear 12. I mean, I just went in. I didn't care if she died or not. But what she does, like if you're using it for the Mandos to get that kill streak, to get those kills, is the team's going to kill itself, and then you just kill everything with the Mandalorians. So at 2 days, I think I did 5 battles each day. That's 10 times 6. You knock out that feat pretty quick. And that was something somebody else brought to me. I didn't know that until someone said, hey, try this. Yours keeps getting targeted. Well, that's all right. But Exo, at that point, you don't care if I don't care if Trey dies, because when I'm I dropped to 13. And that one, you max out the stars and you're going back in. You're just using it to get kills with the Mandalorians. If Trey dies, she dies. But you're just waiting for them to kill themselves and then nuke them. Especially with Jango. So, yee. That's the most important thing. I mean, for me, that's the most important thing. All right. So we're just chilling, hanging out here. So if you guys have anything for Conquest or anything else in general, just feel free to ask me questions. That's what we're here for. It's interactive, especially on Conquest. Gabby says, oh yeah, the Mando feat was done by me when the trail lead strategy came to light, which I'd known earlier. There's just certain ones, I mean, each of these sectors, like for the Darth Maul Savage one, I basically just did this like 12, or just went to the this node here and just did it a bunch of times. It's just, yeah. I think the evasion down one, I used this Darth Revan team, and so. The frenzy one sucked because I had to do a team of Rey with Bosk and Biston, and I think I can't remember who else I used, but it was just so that they can do frenzy and then beat it with Rey. Because I didn't understand about the scavenger, and I'm going to look at the scavengers a little bit more closely, even if I don't get a data disc, because there's those scavengers, and I need to have at least one where you can get like the frenzy stuff and all these other things to make those a lot easier. Jay, question, is Rogard worth a Zeta? Yes, he is. Mine isn't at the moment because I don't have him geared. I gotta get him up of here once I get Lord Vader. But the new reworks, especially with Lord Vader and the Empire team, he's really good. He is super good. So I'll do all his stuff here once all said and done. Well, I can do his basic, but I'll do Unyielding Yielder. At the start of the encounter with the allied leader's Empire, Rogard gains max health equal to 5% of the allied leader's max health, and then doubles his health until the end of the encounter. Not a bad Zeta. Not a bad Zeta for a tank, gotta say. But mine's only gear 11, so I gotta get him squared away. Oh, it's only gear 10. Yeah, 10 to 11, so I'll get him up once I'm ready to make the move. But I think if you're going to have Lord Vader or a high Empire team, I think Royal Guard with the changes is really good. So I think it's worth it. C2, yeah. I've got C. I use C with Ball, Savage, and either water armor. Using the team for the dark side feats and undersized feats for the mini bosses means I've got 10 done before I have to rinse and repeat. Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to have a lot of Empire here with Relic here soon. Because I think we're doing Tarkin. I'll have to do Royal Guard. And Royal Guard and Krennic, I think, for C. I think those were the two I had to do for him. Dooku will be done. So I'll just have to do Maul. And then it's like, hey, let's go get C. Jerry's Brunson says, question, what mod sets should I work on for Range Trooper? I'll have him 7-star soon. Range Trooper's just he's a support. He's he's all about survival. All right, let's go to Empire. It's been a while since I looked at mine, but I think I went, yeah. I did a speed set with Tenacity because I do want him getting his thing off, but not the best mods on him. I kind of have to remodel. I moved some mods here recently. But if you want, you can go any set you want. I just went speed because that's just the way I had my trooper set up. You could go high health, high protection because you just want him surviving. He's not going to hit hard. You just want him to do his stomp defeat. So if you go speed set, and sooner he can do that, the better it is for your troopers. You can go speed set. I did Tenacity. I need to remod him a little bit because these are older mods. I stopped using Range Trooper a while ago for my Imperial Troopers, and I haven't really shown him enough love. But if I was to go back and do it, definitely keep the speed set. I like Tenacity. I don't like him getting stopped. So some Tenacity doesn't hurt. That was just my thing on it. He's got low tenacity anyway, but if you want, you go speed set. If it's how you want to do it. And of course, mine's only gear 12 too, so his stats would be a lot higher if he had relic. But he's only gear 12. But for me, yeah, I think speed for him and some either health or tenacity set. The speed set should have decent speed and high health protection, that kind of thing. You want tenacity if you can have him in the secondaries. You just want him to be able to stomp his feet, do what he does, and then that's it. If I was to say a mod set on him. General Milan question: does player lock mean it locks in your roster? I thought it was the moment you joined. Far as I understand, you join and then you're locked in. Once you join, you're locked in. I mean, it's not like you can't unjoin afterwards. So player lock in, I guess, is, that's the same thing as far as I'm concerned. Once you join, you're locked in. So, yeah, he says, but it's prepped for a lot of Lord Vader when I'm ready. I'm like 6 months. I am not. I'm going to have Vader sit down here very soon. It's just I'm taking my time with it. There's no rush. He's only been out a week. As I said, I'll get Tusken Raider done, and then I'll start getting the rest of these characters done. Bad Batch to 5 is not going to be a problem. I already have Echo at 5. Just getting these other characters to Relic. My thing is to get Tusken Raider to 12, and then I'll take all these to 0, Relic 0, and then I'll start making the push for high relics. Question, Tumble Dry, which of your troopers would you like to have Relic next? At Range Trooper. I think the two that I would do next was Range and Death Trooper, just because I do use them on occasion, especially Range Trooper, and I just like to have him done. He's a priority. So Range and Death would definitely be my top two. You're welcome, General Milan. But yeah, I think those two, just to finish. I mean, I will use them because sometimes I'll move Gideon over to the trade team. I need a fifth. Now, the way my troopers are set up, him at 12 is fine at the moment, but I would like to get Range Trooper up just so he does a little bit more damage. He has more health and survivability, just better stats. So he'll be a priority to Relic. Death Trooper too, just to have him up there. So if I'm going to say the two troopers, it would be those two that I have left. Because all my other ones are pretty good. They're not too shabby here, folks. They're not bad at all. I've got the team. I usually move Gideon out, and then I'll put Range Trooper in. So I would say Death Trooper and Range Trooper are my next two. Short Trooper, eventually I want to get to. He's the third one. Because I would like to still use him with certain teams. Magna's not a priority. Snow Trooper and Stormtrooper. Although Stormtrooper's a solid tank as well. But, I mean, you have to kind of prioritize what are your ones. So I say Range, Death Trooper 2, Short Trooper 3. And you could even say Range 1, Short Trooper 2, and then Death Trooper, 3. And I would be okay with that. But for me, I'm definitely doing Range Trooper first. He's going to be a priority to get relicked. But can't work on him when I have to do Lord Vader. I got to get Lord Vader. I'll probably do C. Then I'll start rounding out the Rebel team. I want to get the Lon Mothma team up and running, especially for fleets and things of that nature. I want to have the Rebel fleet high relicked. Which I promised I would do next. So we're going to do that, have that team done. Even if a new GL comes out, I'm just going to be like, I don't care. At that point, I'll have six GLs, It's like, I can take my time with the next couple GLs. I've got 4. I'll have 5 soon with Lord Vader. I'll have them all. We'll have those teamed up. I'm going to have Cam after the next Light Side TV. So that's really going to help my Jedi Master Luke team out. It's going to give me a lot of flexibility and options. Because we're definitely going to take him to Relic 8. So, yeah. Yee. There's no rush on the Tusken Raider either. I mean, I'll get the pieces when I get the damn pieces. And this is the way it is. I don't need to use crystals. He'll get up. He's a dinky character to do tons of Carbonti stun guns and all these other dinky bullshit pieces. He is a wasted character that wastes your gear, and I hate it. But you know what can you do? Tumblo says agree with Ranger first. Range first, sure second, because Empire take them death, so he survives longer. Yeah, I think that's a good way to go. For me, Imperial Troopers. Actually, see how many Mega Shards we can get. I forgot I had to farm her. We might as well. Oh, it's ship energy. Oh, I can use ship energy. I thought it was normal energy. I hadn't started. I just started getting her. I forgot. So we'll use our ship energy for her. Omega. LC question, just unlocked Cam. What's the best way to mod him? Offense? Yeah, I would. I mean, you can make him super fast. You can make him. He's one of those characters. I liked offense on Cam because he hits that triple tap is so good. Offense is such a great one for him. Just make him just hit like a truck. You see, mine's 84 out of 100. I haven't geared him. Haven't done anything with him, but we will eventually. He'll be a priority for gear. What are the prerequisites for Palpatine? See, what am I missing? I could do Royal Guard, Krennic, Sidious, Maul, Count Dooku, Marauder, Anakin, Thrawn, Tarkin. Okay, Tarkin will be done. Thrawn, I just have to take up a couple levels. Anakin, same thing. Sith Marauder, just have to take him up to higher relics. Dooku, which he'll be knocked out. Maul, Sidious, Krennic, and Royal Guard. Okay, Royal Guard will do. A lot of those are relic. I just haven't taken them to the relic level that they need to. So getting Sidious will, or Sith Eternal. It will just be a nice offensive piece. Jay says finally started the sea event. Oh, very nice. Hawthorne says I like Death better than the other two personally, especially for Darkside TV. No, I agree. It's just for me. I think it's because of the way I use Death Range Trooper. But I mean, yeah, if you want to make Death, I mean, there's just no wrong answer here. General Milan question: how often do you try new mod sets on Metateens for JC? I do not. We do make changes here and there. Like the only recent change I made was we went from a very fast Kylo to a very hard-hitting Kylo Ren, and it just makes sense. We had him like 580 speed, and his offense was around 11,000. But then we decided to go offense set with him much slower, and his offense is 13,142. So I mean, yeah, that was one thing. So I mean, usually when I lock in a set, I lock in a set. You know, I knew Fast Cat, I knew Fast Echo. For Bad Batch, same thing. I'm working on Tex mods right now as well to get him super fast. I mean, he's only 278, but I need to get some better mods on him. So eventually I want to get him fast as well. Wrecker's easy. He's just a tank. You just make him beefy. Hunter, it's just about damage. Not that he does crazy damage, but you just want to do their things. But Echo, I just finished doing him. He is set. His speed. We still have 2 more slices on this mod that we need to do, so put him into 360 range. He's 359. I mean, so he's at 360, but I want to get him faster. But yeah, you can see that I got him squared away. So I try to focus on. I know the sets. I put them on there just so they have some set, and then I start replacing mods as I move along. Ray's another one. She is all about offense as well. I love her to hit hard. I put her with, she's 11,741. She's beefy. And the thing that she does, I put R2 and Yoda with her all the time. She gets crazy damage, and she is a goddamn powerhouse. Lee Bocus' question: did you get GK? Did your GK keep the same mods when using him with JMK? Now that defense might be a thing. What is my GK? He is. I don't think I've changed much on him. No, all health. Lots of. Yeah, he's just a beefy boy. 116,000 protection, 80,000 health. So yeah. I mean, you can put some tenacity and defensive mods. I could always move some mods on him. I may, but for now, I'm just keeping him the way he is, and he works fine in Arena and other places. Jay says, seems like a lifetime to farm all those teams. It can, Jay, but you just have to stay focused on one team at a time. That's the way I always keep my sanity in this game is I just stay focused on one thing. You know, for me, like it's Lord Vader. I'm just not focused on anything else. You know, like when I was going for Executor, I was focused on nothing but getting everything ready for Executor. When it was General Master Kenobi, I did nothing but focus on General Master Kenobi. You know, when I pick a team, like when we did certain characters a while back, I was like, okay, troopers, I need to get these troopers done. You know, I need to get Dark Trooper up. And I focused on nothing but that while I was doing it. And as you knock it out, like, okay, cool, that's done for now. And then we go to the next thing. So you just take one step at a time. All right, we got our rewards. Let's see here. We got some extra. Hey, I earned guild tokens for the guild. Huzzah. We only got 27, unfortunately. All right, let's see what we got. We got the furnaces. Those are nice. I needed those. Those aren't so nice. Plenty of those. All right, that doesn't help me. Those do. Those are nice. Stun guns. Stun cuffs, I mean, yeah, those are nice. Hey, Chet! Comlinks, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I was waiting for. And then I needed those too. Yep, so those are really nice. Cool, cool, cool. I needed those badly. Cheddar Comlinks, that's a huge help. And then, yeah, that's nice. Perfect. Plus the crystals. That's nice. Thomas says, I use Veer, Stark, Piet, Range, Stark. Yep, that's the team that I use. Oh, you like Death and Darkside TV. Yeah, you could use that too. I mean, the Troopers, once they're a high relic, I mean, let's just be honest, guys. Dark Trooper, you're just going to destroy. I always destroy. I don't have any problems with it. Elsie's question: I'm farming for Lord Vader and I'm 5 months away. I can get C now, but would put back my farm another 3 months. Should I stay with Lord Vader or go get C now? So here are the pros and cons. If you get C now, especially with the Kenobis, if before Kenobi I would have said yes because C was an outstanding arena team to climb with. He ain't that good now, especially with Lord Vader and Kenobi going to be flying around there. I'd say stick with Lord Vader. Get C afterwards. I mean, you got to think about if you're committed to either Kenobi or Anakin, stay on target. Seriously, because you could go get Palpatine, but he's not going to help you in Reyes. He's really good in JC, but with Vader and Kenobi out there, I mean, he's just not going to do work like he used to. Because like before, you could easily climb with Palpatine. You drop, but it was an easy climb. But I think with all the Kenobis out there, C has just fallen away to the wayside because Kenobi can goddamn solo him by himself, and Vader's going to be just the same problem. So I would say stay on target. Jay says, you're right, I get pulled in so many directions. It can happen, just stay on target. Dalton says, question, what is the best resistance team without GL Ray? I have JML got half a resistance team because of his requirements. Depends on which ones you have. I mean, in threes, the one we always talk about is the Purse brothers, and that's OG Finn lead with Purse Finn and Purse Poe. That's a great team for defense and or offense. You want a really fast Finn, at least above 320 speed. You can counter anytime they put that down, or you can put it down on defense and just make their life hell because it's a hell of a good team. But, I mean, if you really want to use, like, JTR, I mean, JTR versus a lot of stuff can work. But JTR, the Purse Brothers, Holdo, and BB-8 is a good team. Or R2. I mean, that combination is really good. Some people put Holdo, JTR, BB-8, R2, and Finn. Because Finn can just constant turn meter over to BB-8. You get to, you know, your Illuminated Destiny, and then it's a done deal. So I'd have to see which ones you have, but those are just some teams that I use, you know. And I always use JTR, BB, and R2 and 3s as well. And 5s, it's it's JTR. You know, I'll put the Purse Brothers on there. It can be a lot of stuff. Rose Tico for C-Pit Solo. Yeah, that's a good one there, Tumblr. But if you have GL Ray, that's going to totally change how you do it. Depends on what you're facing, because sometimes in 5s, I'll keep the Purse brothers separate. No, I don't. So I go Geo Ray instead of JTR lead, and then I'll go Finn, and then I'll go 3 tanks. It really nukes Vader and C teams. It makes their life difficult. Now, Kenobi will still wreck it. Kenobi is Kenobi. He can beat anything. So, especially if we've got Cat. Hawthorne says the best team is JTR Bros, BB-8, R2. Yeah. And if you don't have R2, let's say you're using them somewhere else. I like R2 on the Resistance Zone with Hawthorne. You can go Holdo if you want. Yeah, he says, that's the true shame. We were sold a balanced new level of GLs that could beat each other. Now we've tried GLs that are now becoming relatively obsolete. It's a real shame. Yeah. But, you know, the community is really good about theory crafting. So it's yet to be determined. Snoochie Poochie's question, what's the best way to mod BAM? Offense, I'm assuming. What speed should he be shooting for? Snoochie Boochies. Let me see how I've got my BAM. I don't remember what I did with Mandalorian. Wasn't a priority. I've got offense on them. Yeah, I went damage. Because, you know, and decent speed. I mean, you could go heavy speed, but really on that team, you want Quill. If you wanted to, you go high speed on on BAM. But I've got it on Quill and the other ones so that they get off first. Bam's going to do his thing, and then, you know, so you can go high-speed Bam. I just went offense for right now. It works. I mean, for my team, it's just a banner stripping team. I know it's not going to get holes, but, you know. JB says Ronaldo scored. There you go. It's debut, and he's already scored a goal. That's nice. So, yeah. Ray Rock says, wow, we lost 4 stars to inactivity from a handful of members as TB. It happens. It happens. I mean, there's some stuff that's been happening in my guild with real life. I mean, people like sick, things of that nature. So it's the world we live in, man. You just do the best you can. So, all right, let's go check mod depression, and then we can start wrapping it up. I think Crumb's going to be streaming tonight, so if he is, I'll jump on his stream. Let me look here. Just get my daily requirements. All right, let's look at this. 5-speed defense, health off. Oh, Christ. Defensive primary, eh? I'd rather stab myself. Well, we don't really have much. I didn't do much mod depression. You know what? I'll take the hit today for you guys. I know it's defense primary, but there's no defensive secondary, so I'm hoping that this works to our advantage. Oh, God, that must be out of my mind. That must be out of my mind. All right, let's do it. We know it. Do some mod depression. Unassigned, thank you. All right, let's go. Big money, cash prizes. Nope. That was a big fat no. The Illuminati's like, no. What are you doing? What are you doing, Ranger? What were you thinking, my friend? What were you thinking? Do I have enough black eyeballs? I do. I have that. Okay, is there anywhere else I need that? No, that's good. All right, so we need for him, should we need like 12 more of those? Let's see, where can we get those? 240, I'll take those. Perfect. Ship energy, that's fine. All right, so we're close on him. I need 7 more of those, and then I need 47 more of these. I need 3 sets of these, unfortunately. Which, when we get our payout, we'll do that. We got some raids coming in today, so I'll get that, some more of those. And then, yeah, I should have Tusken Raider done today, so that'll be nice. So we'll get him squared away. We'll get Tusken Raider to 12. I need to start looking at, yeah, convert those, thank you. Let's see. Well, definitely going to need these. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4 of you guys need those. Jesus Christ. So many shit. All right, let's see what we got. How many needs? 1, 2, 3, 4. Need those. Yeah, we got to get those. That's all I need there. All right, we need bayonets. How many need that? 1, 2, 3, 4 need these. So let's get those. Get two being spent right away. Yep, need those. Ay. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to need a buttload of those. So just start spending it. As soon as you get it, you got to spend it. Yay! You know what? Yeah. So we'll get some more of those. I know I have some raids launching today. What raids do I have launching today? Before I make a decision on Tusken Raider. We have... That'll hit today. Tank takedown. All right, 7 hours. Tonight we'll do that. So, all right, yeah. So I'm not gonna get Tusken Raider. Not that I really care, but we can go in. I check the mods real quick. Actually, let me get back out of this. We'll join GAC as I get out of here. Look at all the mods. See what we got here. Everybody's modded. Best I can do. Yep. I think everybody's got mods. We're okie dokie. Nobody's missing mods. That's the important thing. Yeah, we're good. These are all dinky characters. I don't really care that much. Cool, we're ready to join JC. Oh, I haven't had time for that Revenator. Christ. Besides busting my knee and having to ice myself down every night because I'm moving 9,000 pounds of furniture every day. Besides being a beta tester, besides everything else going on, I just haven't had time, brother. I even had the goddamn thing saved in my damn Google stuff, and I've started, and then I get pulled, and then the next thing I know, I'm doing other stuff. I'll get to it eventually, man, but Christ. All right, we have joined. I meant to do that, but yeah, I'll try to get to it. I started, but man, I've just been so busy with stuff, real life. On top of everything else. Ugh. I think someone played you, Revenator, in GA Center. They mentioned it to me like, hey, I beat the Revenator. I was like, you did? I'm trying to think of who that was, Revenator. I remember reading that, and I was like, oh, well, you faced the Revenator. Well. What have we found here? The old Revenator got matched up against him. I'm surprised you won. He's really good. But it was a content creator, so if anyone's going to have a chance of beating Revenator, because I know how good Revenator is, it is going to be a content creator. Dialar, that's right. Dialar's Sexy Twi'lek Tactics. There you go. From what I gather, that was a hell of a good fight. Man, I wish I could have seen Dollar String when he was facing you, man. I could only imagine his frustration facing some of your shit. Because, yeah, you guys are Div 1, I believe. Yeah, so that's a Div 1 fight. So that must have been extraordinary. Oh, my God. I know Revenator talks a lot of shit, but he kind of knows what he's doing in this game. So if you haven't seen his stuff, I actually looked at Revenator. I always look at some of the Skewer stuff. I'll go look at Revenator or Loki and look at their mods and how they're modding stuff. Just to see what they're doing and check things out. It's like, I didn't change up my defense for the past few weeks, so he had a whole plan going in. But yeah, it was a good match. Nice. No, Dialer is not a slouch. He's pretty decent. So that was a good fight. All right. Remind me, Revenator, about the spreadsheet. I'll try to get to it. Like today, I'm about to go do a bunch more stuff for the next 6-7 hours. The only time I get a break is right before I go stream. Then I'll look all tired and worn out, and then it's like, I gotta go stream with Crumb. So yee. All right, so with that, we're gonna call this one done. So I don't know if they're doing Don't Starve together tonight. I know if Crumb's streaming, I will hang out with him before his stream, and then so we'll do that tonight. He usually does it about 8:30. So There'll be that. Tomorrow we'll have the lunch stream. We'll have the Wednesday night stream. Not that there's a lot to talk about. We're kind of recapping like Conquest and some other things. But tomorrow will be cool because we'll get our Conquest rewards at 1 p.m. my time. Yeah, so it'll be 1 p.m. my time. I may start the lunch stream a little bit later tomorrow for that, so we can, instead of 12 Eastern, I'll start it at 1 Eastern, just so I can get the Conquest rewards in, so we can look at that. So yeah. Now, last thing I'll say, guys, hit the thumbs up, subscribe. If you haven't joined our Discord, please do. It's a great group of folks in there, and you can really, it's a great place to hang out and just ask questions. Not just about Star Wars Galaxy Heroes. We do a lot of games at RSG. So yeah, feel free to come join us. And then if you guys need to hit me up, feel free. As I always say, you can send me any message at any time. I may not respond immediately, but I will respond. Best I can. And so feel free to ask me questions about the game or anything like that. I'm always available. As I said, I may not respond immediately, but I will get the tag and I will see it. And then I always take pride in that anybody who messaged me, I always respond. So tomorrow we'll focus a little bit on talk about GAC. I'll see what things doing. Now we always do our defense offline because, well, this is what we do. I don't show my defense anymore. It's been used against me too many times. Like, son of a bitch. They knew exactly what I had. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. God damn it. So with that, thank you guys for joining us. Have a great rest of your day. Be safe. Hit me up if you need me. I'm going to be moving furniture all day and killing myself. And with that, we're going to call this one done. So be safe. Love you guys, and I'll see you soon.